afternoon, you beautiful souls. Welcome to the Raven and Dove Tarot with Donna. So today I felt called to do a collective energy weekend guidance message via tarot, and I am going to pull a spirit animal oracle message with that as well. So please take what resonates, whatever doesn't, leave it behind, because if it's meant for you, it's meant, but don't make tarot fit. And tarot is just a tool that we all use as a guidance for where we are in life. So yeah, just use it as a guidance tool as where we are. And like I said, don't make tarot fit. You get to create the life you want with your own choices. It's free will and personal choice. This is just a guidance of where we're all at collectively. So while I was sat meditating to the collective energy and connecting, I did feel a lot of activity around the throat area, and the words that came to mind was protect your peace, but speak your truth. You know, you don't have to do that in an arrogant and nasty way, but the energy was really swirling around in the throat chakra area, and protect your peace. Sometimes protecting your peace is saying nothing at all, and sometimes it is speaking your truth. Don't be scared to speak your truth. Again, we don't have to speak negatively, nastily, but you are entitled to say your piece, because that is also protecting your peace, keeping your peace, and don't let others disturb your peace. So let's go. Spirits, angels and guides, in love and light for the highest good of the collective energy, what messages do they need to receive via tarot for the weekend collective messages, please? Thank you. Weekend collective energy messages via tarot for the highest loving good. Please make it helpful, hopeful, with truth and clarity. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Overall energy for the weekend. Thank you. So I am just going to take the two messages and I'll do a spirit guide message after. So we have pentacles. Now pentacles represent the earthly realm, work, job, everything we do here on the earthly realm. So we have the 7 of Pentacles and the 6 of Pentacles. So this is, to me, taking a pause, and I'll show you the cards in a minute. I feel like this is you evaluating where you are pouring your energy, your time and your energy, and you are looking and taking a pause. It's okay to slow down as well, because the card can represent, the 7 of Pentacles can represent slowing down. But you are looking and evaluating where you are in your life. Now this can be home, relationships, careers, friendships, communities, because it's anything that fits our 3D earthly realm, what we are pouring our energy into, because that's what the pentacles are about. So I feel like you are looking and taking a pause, and it's a bit like a self-reflection of, you are taking a pause of where you are at, and you are looking at, is the energy, or the word that comes to mind with this card is the juice worth the squeeze that I'm pouring into the effort? So I feel like you are pausing and reflecting and looking at where you are. Is it worth pouring your energy into this situation anymore? Again, this could be job, relationships, communities, friendship groups. You are pausing and reflecting on your life, slowing down and actually looking and saying, is this worth pouring my energy into now? You know, am I just pouring too much energy into this? Because then when we get into that, we also have the 6 of Pentacles. Now, if you look at his face, I feel like he's contemplating and looking, like it feels a little bit like, I don't know what to do anymore, or just taking that time to reflect and looking at the work he's pouring into something, and is that serving him now? Is he growing? Is anything growing from the work that he's pouring into this? This can be just like I say, pausing and reflecting at life, because again, it's a 3D realm, whatever area this you take it as it resonates. Is it worth the effort anymore? I feel like you're evaluating, that's the right word, evaluating, like you're taking that time to pause and reflect and evaluate, is what I'm pouring my energy into this serving me anymore, right? Because then we have the Six of Pentacles. Now, as you can see, he is giving. Now, the Six of Pentacles represent, are you giving, or are you giving too much and not receiving anything back? Because it's about receptivity. Is that the right word? Receptivity? Can't say it. Anyway, you know what I mean. Giving and receiving is about balance as you look at the scales. Now, it's just remembering, like, where are you pouring your time and energy into? And is that you constantly pouring into? So now you are evaluating your life and asking yourself the questions that, is what I'm pouring into serving me? And is the balance even on the scales? Is what I'm giving, I'm also getting back? Because just remember, it's not always about giving, but there is a balance of giving and receiving. Are you overextending yourself? Are you over giving yourself but not getting anything back? So it can be that you need to look at whatever area this is in your life. And like I say, is it career? Is it relationships? Is it family, home life, friendship, community? Take it as it resonates. But I feel like you are having a pause and reflect and looking at the work you're pouring or energy you're pouring into something and asking yourself, actually, is the balance fair? Am I giving and receiving, or am I just being breadcrumbed? Because if you look at this card, you can see, you know, he is breadcrumbing somebody. And it's about also noticing where you're being breadcrumbs. And remember that when you are more fortunate, it's nice to have a balance in life and give as well as receive, because when you give out that energy, you get back. But if you're constantly putting out that energy, and I'm just going to say it, working your ass off as an example, or pouring into something, overextending self, but you're not getting back nothing in return, and breadcrumbs, it is time to evaluate, is the juice worth the squeeze? Am I getting something back out of this? You know, because if not, that's a lesson to be learned of, where am I overextending my energy? Where am I giving too much? Pour that energy back into self. It's time to evaluate where you are, whatever area this fits in your life. Remember, it's the 3D earthly realm. Taking a pause and reflect. It's okay to slow down, because sometimes when we slow down, we get clarity. Slowing down sometimes means accelerating, because you then have time to slow down and process. Is what I'm pouring my energy into serving me? Could there be better balance? Is the juice worth the squeeze? Am I getting breadcrumbed? Am I always giving but never on the receiving end? Am I pouring too much time and energy into something that is no longer serving me? So there we are with the 6 or 7 of Pentacles. And like I say, I did feel the heavy energy around the throat chakra. So speak your truth, what is true to you. Say what you need to say. You don't have to say things in a nasty way if that's what it is. Speak up. Speak up. Be true to self. And also, like I said, it's about keeping your own peace, because keeping your peace also looks like, is this constantly going around in your head? Is it over consuming your thoughts because you are giving too much, then you are getting out of it. You're overextending your own energy at the cost of self, I'm going to say. So you need to get boundaries on that, because boundaries is where it protects your own peace. And at the bottom of the deck, I am just going to add in the Ace of Pentacles is there. So the Ace of Pentacles is about being open to opportunities, because opportunities are coming, because Pentacles are, like I say, the earthly realm. So this could be, if you are pouring into your home all the time, there might be some balance coming in, or it could be that you gain clarity on a situation, and once you speak your truth, the other person sees it and it's going to balance out. This could also be a promotion, a new job offer, but it's been open to receiving opportunities. Don't shut down, you know. And then again, on the bottom of that is the Eight of Pentacles. Keep working at your skills. What skills? We all have skills and talents and strengths that are good within each and every one of us. And that is sometimes just, you know, you might self-doubt yourself, get limiting beliefs that I'm not good enough to do this job. Right? But instead of focusing on your weaknesses, because we all have them, we're not perfect. What are your strengths? Because your strengths can contribute to that situation, that job, that relationship, that home life, whatever it is for you. Keep working on them skills, but this also could be you get the new job offer. You don't have all the skills and knowledge, but you're using your strengths because you have some idea and you can learn while you are working. That is mastering your skill while you are on the go. Because then underneath that, and I will finish on this one before I do a spirit animal, because on that we have the Fool. The Fool is about not being reckless with your decisions, but it's in the upright. So this is about take that leap of faith, and that can be in self. It could be that new job offer. It could be about being curious about self. And trust in the unknown. Sometimes we don't want to step off the edge of that cliff because you don't know what's going to be there, but that's trusting yourself. Trusting yourself and putting trust into the unknown. You know, we can always focus on the negatives. What if this situation don't work out? What if that scenario done? That's living out of fear. Live in your own internal guidance. What is your internal guidance saying to you? And sometimes it is scary taking a leap of faith and trusting in the unknown, especially if you like to plan your life out. But sometimes it is about taking that leap of faith and just trusting in the unknown. And if it don't work out, you've learned a lesson from it. You know, then you get to the next lesson that you learn, that when you've learned a lesson from it, you've learned something from it. So even if you didn't like the outcome, didn't like the situation, whatever area this fits your life, learn the lesson from it. What is it teaching you? Because then you know how to use that to move forward. Nothing is ever wasted if we are open up to learning. And remember, don't live out of fear. Right, so spirits, angels and guides in love and light and for the highest good of the collective energy. What spirit animal message do they need to receive for the weekend ahead, please, to go with this lovely reading for the collective energy for the weekend, please. Please make it helpful, hopeful and loving. Spirit animal guidance message, please, for the collective energy to finish this reading off. What do they need to see and hear today, please? Thank you. Love it. Couldn't make it up. What did I say in the reading? Boundaries. Panda. Boundaries. Your space is sacred. Guests who overstay their welcome impact your aura. You have every right to stand your ground. Your needs are important. You must nurture your soul with the same gentle love and support you offer to others. So I'm going to read that again before I show you. And I said that boundaries in the card might be speaking up your truth, because that's a boundary to you. Don't let people walk all over you, because when they do that, they get comfortable with doing that. And then you then carry their burdens. And it's about, you don't have to be arrogant and awful, but it's about expressing your needs as well. That's speaking your truth, and that's keeping your peace and protecting your own boundaries. You know, stop over giving in areas that are not giving back. So panda, boundaries. Your space is sacred. Guests who overstay their welcome impact your aura. You have every right to stand your ground. Your needs are important. You must nurture your soul with the same gentle love and support you offer to others. And again, whatever them negative energies and where you're overperforming or overgiving or overextending and getting breadcrumb back, take a step back, slow down and pour that energy back into yourself. Stop overextending yourself and overgiving to people that don't appreciate you. Stop letting people take you for granted. So that's the message of the panda. Boundaries. Speak your truth. Get big on boundaries. What do your boundaries look like? express yourself. Self-expression can be through throat chakra. Speak your truth. You know, stand up for yourself. It's not selfish. It's not being an arsehole. It's called having boundaries. And also, where are you giving but never receiving? Where are you overextending yourself and overperforming in order to get breadcrumbs? That can be in a relationship, it can be in a job, it can be in friendships, it can be in community. Take it as it resonates, because remember, we don't always think we are perfect and always have all the qualifications and everything. But what strengths? Sit down with yourself and ask. Don't focus on weaknesses. What are my strengths? How can I use that to move forward? Opportunities will open, but only if you start standing up for self and being open to opportunities and stop letting people walk all over you. You know, people take us for granted too much. So I hope this reading helps. Have a beautiful rest of your weekend, and remember, protect your own peace, get big with your boundaries, speak your truth, express your truth, and it's time to slow down, have a look. What areas of your life are you overextending? Is the juice worth the squeeze anymore? Is it time to start looking for something else? Or, you know, maybe expressing yourself is all that you needed to do. But until you start moving forward with that, and remember, Tarot is just a guide. Take this energy and this message as it resonates. Don't try and make it fit. And it's only a guide of where the energies are at for the collective energy, and it's free will and choice. Remember that. I'm not telling you to do that, because you make your own choices in life. We all have free will and it's our choice. So have a blessed, beautiful weekend. Peace, love and light, Donna. Namaste.